So the Hangman, okay, all cards are male or female. All the kings and queens are very mature-minded in their thinking. The overall energy is the Hanged Man. Hanging out, just hanging out, being enlightened by the universe. That's knowledge coming to you, okay? That's a very powerful energy, very spiritual. That's what we're talking about. What's coming to you? What are you learning? What are you being enlightened about? I have the Seven of Cups up in your highest energy. This is one thing. So the Seven of Cups is all those cups. They scream, pick me. I'm the one for you. Pick me. Cups are about love, okay? So none of these cups are the right cups. All of them are very enticing in one way or another, but none of them are the right cup for you. And you're becoming enlightened about how to choose your cup of love. That's what's going on. And you're realizing you have just been picking the wrong cups. I have the Queen of Swords next to the Seven of Cups and right above the Hanged Man. So the Queen of Swords, this is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That might be strong in someone's chart. It's very strong, Libra. But you have your sword out. I mean, male or female, you got your sword out and you're speaking your truth. You're going to ask the questions. You're going to demand the truth from any cups that come close to you now. Okay? So they want you to pick them. You're going to get some answers first. And that's what you're being enlightened about. I have the Two of Wands next to the Queen of Swords. You are getting ready to move forward, but you know how you're going to do it now because you're being enlightened, remember? So you're holding a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. You're looking out over the world, and there's the world there. And look at the light out there. Look at the dark clouds behind you. You are getting so ready to leave these dark clouds behind you and move forward. And you're just kind of dreaming and contemplating about what is that going to look like. But you do know one thing. You are going to seek truth and clarity before moving forward with anything, with anyone, with any cup. But you are going to be moving forward. This is the Chariot. This is the card for Cancer. So Cancer might be strong in someone's chart here around this reading. But if you snap those rings, you can move forward pretty fast. It's all about moving forward. You know how you're going to do it now. See? So that's very helpful. I have the Eight of Swords next to the Hangman and under the Two of Wands. The Eight of Swords is about having those swords of truth and clarity. All around you with these Seven of Cups before, I think that you have realized and been enlightened that you just weren't dealing with truth and clarity. You have a blindfold on, you weren't seeing the swords, and your fist is on your chin instead of taking off the blindfold. And I think you're very much aware of that, and I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. You've gone from the Eight of Swords to the Queen of Swords. I have the Queen of Pentacles right under the Chariot. This is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So Virgos, someone may have one of those signs in their chart strongly too. But you have a pentacle, and you really do cherish being grounded and solid and secure, okay, in your life. And you do have one that you can offer. But in moving forward, you're really kind of looking for the right person to hand that pentacle to. So far, you have not had the right person to hand that pentacle to. I have the King of Swords under the Hangman and next to the Queen of Pentacles. Look at this. We have a soulmate connection here. Whoever's coming in is going to want to speak truth and clarity also. This is like you could talk to all hours about anything, okay? I think they're a little bit more guarded than you are, but they talk. And you have a way of getting them to talk. Maybe not intentionally, but by you speaking your truth, it probably gives them the power to speak theirs too. This is a very strong connection. There's a lot of trust being built in this relationship. So Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, again, might be strong in someone's chart here. Now, these swords are so important in this reading. I have the Ace of Swords next to the King of Swords and under the Eight of Swords. Yes, the swords are enlightening. Look at the light. And every sword, every truth, every clarity brings light and closeness and trust. It's going to help build this relationship. And you know that. You already know that. You've been enlightened about that. And that's how you're going to approach your next soulmate relationship, which is coming in. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. So I have the World card next to the Two of Wands, and you're contemplating. Remember, looking out there, looking for that fresh start, that new beginning. You're going forth with your sword out. You're entering a whole new life cycle here. I have the Three of Wands on the other side of the World. Your ship is coming in. Your ship is coming in. You have this very special soulmate coming in. So they're on their ship, the soulmate, and they're coming in. They're going to be a big part of your new life cycle. I have the Four of Swords next to the Three of Wands. Deep healing you've gone through. And look at all the light around those swords again. So you have spent time, quiet time, okay, to yourself, either meditating, praying, soul searching for what to do, and you're getting the truth and you're getting the clarity and you're being enlightened. That surrounds your entire reading through all this. So you're healing through truth and clarity. You have the Two of Pentacles under the World and next to the Eight of Swords. So you were like on a fence about moving forward. How should you move forward? Do you really want to see the truth and clarity, or just want to go forth, not dealing with it? Or, I mean, you can feel this life cycle usually coming in. You can feel yourself wanting to move into a new life cycle, but it's almost like you have decisions to make. You're standing on one foot, and you need to know how you are going to move forth and be grounded at the same time. So you're playing with ideas, and you're going to have to be sorting through them and making decisions. You don't want another Eight of Swords relationship. You want to know the truth, and you will get the truth. I have the Three of Pentacles next to the Two of Pentacles and right under the Three of Wands. So this is like three's a crowd, or not seeing eye to eye on how to move forward. I think this was part of your indecision. Your indecision about how you want to move forward. You've probably been through this already before, because it is under the Three of Wands. Three's a crowd. Three's, it's kind of like a butting of heads. So, relationships can't really stay grounded or be grounded when both parties aren't wanting the same things or seeing how to move forward in the same way. So I feel like you're nervous about that. I feel like you want to move forward. You're ready for a new life cycle. And when this soulmate comes in, I think you're a little bit nervous about how is it going to work, how's it going to feel? What's it going to, is it going to last? There's a lot going on with this Three of Pentacles here, especially being under the Three of Wands, because you are also waiting for your ship to come in. You want your real partner to come in, and you want to see eye to eye. You don't want to butt heads about how to move forward. I have the Death card under the Four of Swords and next to the Three of Pentacles. This is the card for Scorpio, so Scorpio might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the energy, this is about putting an end to the old, right next to the Three of Pentacles, like I said, and the beginning of the new. Look at the light shining behind this figure. I mean, it's like they're putting to rest the past, and they're moving towards the future. And you yourself, inside, being all this enlightenment, all this meditation, all these swords of truth and clarity that are coming into you, they're helping you transform, and you're kind of looking at things a little differently. It's a nice card. It's always for the better. So then right here we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a soulmate, strong soulmate connection. See the 1111. It's about union between two people. There's a lot of celebration. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of love. And it can be a card of marriage. This is probably, it's under the Two of Pentacles. So you're not sure. You're not sure if you really want a partner in life. You're still getting over another, like one of these Seven of Cups. You're still healing probably. And this Four of Wands is right next to the Ace of Swords. So just, trust what the truth is. Trust the truth, okay? Whoever is the right soulmate for you, that will not be one of those 7 of Cups. It's going to be someone you can be honest with, upfront with, and without fear of retaliation, without fear of being, made to feel stupid or whatever it might be. It's honest, clear communication. I have the 6 of Wands right next to the 4 of Wands and under the 3 of Pentacles. So, don't fear. You're going to see eye to eye on how to move forward with the 6 of Wands here. This is the card for success in love. All those wands coming up in the background are people who celebrate and are happy for you to find success in love. That wreath right there, that can symbolize engagement. So it's right next to the 4 of Wands. Look at there. And so this soulmate coming in is really, you probably, you know what you want because you've been enlightened. You know what you don't want because you've been enlightened. And for you to be able to know that this is the right soulmate, it's the communication. And I have the 8 of Cups next to the 6 of Wands and under the Death card, the card of transformation. Your whole life is transforming. You're entering a new life cycle. And I have the 8 of Cups. You are going to be able to leave this old energy behind, just like with the Death card, the end of the old, the beginning of the new. You're following the moon, is lighting your path in the dark, and you're following that moon like a moth to a flame, and it is helping to guide you in the right direction. Virgos, you have some good things coming up in your life here. Some meaningful things coming up. I feel like you deserve that. It's been a while. And I think you're going to just choose how quickly you want to move forward with the Chariot there. It's kind of like, because you have the Queen and King of Swords, it's almost like you talk about it and decide how fast you want to move forward, one of those deals. There's no pressure. I don't feel any pressure in this reading at all. I just feel that you're healing and you're getting ready to move into a new life cycle with a new soulmate. And there's a lot of joy and a lot of love in this reading. Okay, what kind of message do we have for you from your guardian angels and spirit guides? It may or may not have to do with this reading, but let's find out what it is. What is the message about there? It's card number 8, and it says fair decisions. So remember, 2 of Pentacles, you are trying to make decisions. You're faced with decisions. So let's read this card. Your angels are aware that you have concerns, but be assured that there's nothing to worry about. Stand your ground and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation and all is being healed. Take the time to review all the details thoroughly, okay? Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. So if you're maybe having trouble forgiving this past relationship, forgive. You need to forgive in order to move on. Don't hang on to, otherwise they still have control over you if you don't forgive and can move on. Doesn't mean you have to become best friends or anything, but it's just like either forgive yourself, forgive them. Forgiveness is a biggie. Forgive the world, blaming the world, and it will really help you be happy and moving forward.